104 pounds. That's how much this box weighs. I'm not sure it's all bike, but there's a lot of bike in here. Hey everyone, Micah here with EbikeSchool.com, and today we are unboxing a crazy full suspension fat tire e-bike. This is the Fucare Taurus. Let's unbox this thing. And by the way, someone watching this video right now is going to win this e-bike for free. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see how that can be you. All right, now let's unbox this bike. Whew, yep, that's your big boy right there. All right, accessories, there's 5 pounds. All right, here's a little segment I like to call Watch Micah Hurt His Back. Whew. All right, cable tie time. There's one massive wheel. Looks like the front fender. And now it's shaping up into a bike. All right, let's stick those handlebars on here. Looks like I'm missing a handlebar clamp. Probably in here. There it is. All right, handlebars are on. Let's do a little more defoaming here. All right, there's our headlight. Put that on in a minute with the front wheel and the fender. That fender wasn't very well attached, or at all attached. Why would you use a hex nut down here? There's no way to get a wrench in. I'm finger wrenching this. Oh. Leatherman time. I can't even get it with a Leatherman. Oh my God, what an awful design. All right, I'll have to find a socket for that later. All right, time to get this front wheel on. Oh man, the sun's coming out. It's gonna get hot. This is always a fun step without a bike stand. Why are you not dropping in? Oh, there we go. All right, now let's tighten those up so I don't forget about them. Always good to tighten your axle nuts immediately, because I have forgotten those once in the past, and you only do that once. Usually it's because you always remember that, and not because you never got a chance to make that mistake again. All right, now front fender time. Gotta love ratcheting Allen wrenches. All right, headlight on. Now let's do all those fender bolts. And it is starting to rain. Oh my gosh. All right, let me get my camera under cover here. All right, well this is about to be a lot less fun. Hopefully it's just a little sun shower. Oh man, all right, well this is a good chance to test how waterproof the bike is. Oh, the rain is coming down sideways. All right, I gotta move my camera again. All right, I hope that's out of the rain. Oh man, you're kidding me. All right, well, what can you do? Woo! You know what you do when it rains? You get wet. All right, fenders on. Maybe it's a good time to take the charger out of the rain. All right, pedals. Don't let anyone ever say I'm not dedicated. Whew. Should probably take my phone out too. You know what, maybe I'll leave the plastic on the battery for now. All right, the bike is all together. Let's do some quick checks here. Front brake, rear brake, chain line, stem. All the safety bits look good. Get this box ready to go. No pressure, Micah. No pressure. All right, let's get this bad boy rolling. All right, I am out of here. See you guys. All right, so I was making good progress, but it started lightning. So I found a place to hole up under this covering here, and then we're going to continue this unboxing and test once it's all safer out. All right, I've got some good news. There appears to be some blue sky up there, so I think the rain is going to be stopping soon. Rain's not stopping that guy. So far the bike's been holding up great in the rain, though I have noticed one small issue here. Probably would be a good idea to not have an enclosed area like a cup or a bowl down here. Maybe a little weep hole would have been good planning. Okay, so in the course of less than an hour, it was sunny, and then monsoon rains, and then now it is nice and sunny again. Welcome to Florida. I'm not sure this blue plastic did anything, but I guess I can take it off now. Consider that a fully unboxed Fucare Taurus, already weather tested. As the rain began tapering off and the sun started coming out, I was finally able to continue my first test ride on the bike and get a sense of what the heck I was working with here. It also gave me a chance to start to air drive myself at between 20 to 28 miles an hour. All right, so I got a nice break in the rain there. I've been riding around for about an hour or an hour and a half, gone through about half of the first charge that came on the battery, and the bike has been working great so far. First of all, it held up fine in the rain, but it has been super fun now that it's dried up a bit and I've really gotten to play with it. It is a big bike. It is big and heavy. It weighs 80 pounds. It's got these big 26 by 4 inch tires, so you gotta know that going in. This is a very big bike, but it is worth it for the kind of off-road riding you can do, you know, serious overlanding. You don't need trails anymore. You can kind of blaze your own trails. Now, part of what makes the bike so heavy is that it's got some pretty good performance. That motor, it's 750 watt continuous, but 1200 watt peak. This battery here, this thing is massive. It is 48 volt and 25 amp hours. That is 1200 watt hours. It's gonna last you a pretty darn long time. That's the kind of battery you want if you really want to get out into the woods and do some long-range off-road riding, because you need that extra capacity to get out there. It's got some cool features too. I really like the brake light that's built into the seat stay here. I wish it was on both sides. It's also a bit strange, it's only on the right side. If you're only going to put it on one side, it makes more sense to put it on the left, because if you are riding on the road, you're probably going to be over on the right side of the road. So having it on the left side where cars can see it better makes more sense, but maybe they'll come out with another version with it on both sides. There's also an interesting feature in the handlebar selector up here where you turn on the lights, increase, decrease the pedal assist, turn it on, that it's got haptic feedback. So when you push on the buttons, the whole thing vibrates and it lets you know that you've actually hit the button. That's actually pretty helpful because one downside here is that the screen is not super visible in bright light, so it's a little hard to tell if you actually increased or decreased the pedal assist while you're riding around, bouncing around. So it helps to have that haptic feedback. I've never seen that on an e-bike before, so kind of a neat feature. The bike is pretty fast too. It gets up to 28 miles per hour on throttle only. They say it'll actually do 32 miles an hour, but you have to unlock it. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I will say 28 miles an hour or 45 kilometers per hour is pretty fast, especially on throttle only. Keep in mind that might put it outside of class 3 category though, because it does do that without pedal assist. Generally, to go above 20 miles an hour and stay within class 3 categorization, you need to only have that on pedal assist. So the fact that it can do it on throttle only is fun, but might be a bit of a legal issue. In terms of pricing, the bike is priced at $24.99 MSRP. Right now it's actually on sale for $15.99. At $1,600 I would call this a smoking deal. $2,500, it's a bit tougher to see that value, but you know, they're probably going to have it on sale often. A lot of these companies have higher MSRPs so that they can promote these sales. I don't know if this $1,600 sale will be there once I've edited the video, but hopefully it's still a pretty good price. One downside of the bike I've noticed from this hour or so of riding around is that the cadence sensor is pretty laggy, and that does happen on bikes with cadence sensors. Unlike a torque sensor, you get that immediate response from pedaling. This one, it takes a second or so before it kicks in, which is tricky when you got a heavy bike with big fat tires and you're in a higher gear trying to get started. So would have been nice to see a torque sensor here, but I imagine it's hard to fit it into the price on something like this. Before we go, like I said at the beginning of this video, I am going to be giving away this bike to a lucky winner. In fact, I might try and reach out and see if Fucare will hook the winner up with a new bike so they don't get mine that was all rained on, but we'll see what we can do there. How's this gonna work? This is part of E-Bikes for Good, a program I started that gives free e-bikes to people who need one to improve their life but otherwise can't afford one. So in the past, winners have been people usually either that they're out of work, they're down on their health, they're down on their luck, anything where an e-bike would seriously improve their situation, give them a step up in life, but they just don't have the means to afford one. In this case, Fucare has been super nice to hook me up with this e-bike that I can give away. I'm really excited to get this out to somebody. How's it gonna work? If it sounds like this is for you, then I want you to head over to EbikeSchool.com/ebikesforgood. Tell me your story. Tell me why you need an e-bike in your life, why it can improve your situation. And I will go through those entries and there will be a random drawing from among the deserving entries to see who will win this e-bike. Now this time it is unfortunately limited to just the 48 contiguous US states. I'm going to try and work with some distributors that will be able to do bike giveaways internationally, but this time it is just the 48 US states. And now time to announce the winner of the giveaway in my last video, and that randomly selected deserving entrant is Shang L. So congratulations. If you also want to win an e-bike, make sure you head over to EbikeSchool.com/ebikesforgood. Tell me why you need it, tell me your story, and hopefully we can get this e-bike out to you. Now the real last but not least, it's time to announce the book giveaway from my last video, and the winning randomly selected commenter is John Trappett. So congratulations, just let me know which one of my books you'd like. You can choose from DIY Lithium Batteries, DIY Solar Power, The Ultimate Do-It-Yourself E-Bike Guide, or my latest book, The Electric Bike Manifesto. And anybody else who wants a chance to win one of my books for free, all you gotta do is put a comment down below this video. You can say anything you'd like, and hopefully you'll be the randomly selected commenter at the end of my next video. If you don't wanna wait that long to hopefully win a copy of one of my books, you can always find them on Amazon. All right, thanks for watching everybody. I'll see you here next time.